is quietly revolutionizing the automotive industry. I'm not talking about importing cars or assembling foreign brands. I'm talking about groundbreaking innovations like Zimbabwe's self-powered electric vehicle running entirely on radio waves. Yes, you heard that right. Cars powered by radio frequencies. No fuel, no batteries, just pure, unadulterated ingenuity. If that sounds impossible, stick around, because today we're diving deep into Africa's incredible automotive transformation, a story of resilience, creativity, and a continent rewriting the rules of mobility. And hey, if you're excited to explore more cutting-edge tech with us, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps us bring you more mind-blowing content every week. Africa is churning out around 30,000 vehicles every single day. Let that sink in for a moment. That's over 10 million cars a year rolling off production lines, from the bustling factories of Morocco in the north to the industrial hubs of South Africa down south. But these aren't just any cars. They're built with a purpose, designed specifically for African roads, African climates, and African lives. This isn't about mass-producing generic sedans. It's about crafting vehicles that resonate with the heartbeat of the continent. At the forefront of this revolution stands Maxwell Chikumbutso, a Zimbabwean inventor with a vision that defies conventional thinking. Back in 2009, Chikumbutso unveiled something extraordinary, the micronic energy device. This isn't your average gadget. It's a technology that captures ambient radio frequencies from the air and converts them into usable electric energy. Fast forward to today, and he's taken that invention a step further, creating the world's first self-powered electric vehicle. Picture this, a car that doesn't need gas stations, doesn't rely on charging points, just a vehicle that powers itself as it drives, tapping into the invisible energy all around us. This isn't just a cool idea, it's a potential lifeline for millions across Africa. Fuel prices are sky high in many regions, and electricity grids are patchy at best. A self-powered car could slash transportation costs, connect remote communities, and redefine what mobility means in places where traditional infrastructure falls short. But Chikumbutso's story is just one thread in a much larger tapestry. Countries like South Africa, Morocco, Nigeria, and Ghana are stepping up their automotive game, producing vehicles that are tough, practical, and innovative. Take Morocco, for example. In less than 2 decades, it's gone from having virtually no automotive industry to becoming Africa's largest car exporter. In 2023 alone, Morocco shipped 400,000 vehicles to Europe, fueled by strategic partnerships with global giants like Renault and Stellantis, and a relentless focus on building local expertise. South Africa's automotive sector employs over 100,000 people and contributes 4.3% to the nation's GDP. Nigeria and Ghana are emerging as hubs for affordable, locally assembled cars. This isn't about catching up to the rest of the world, it's about forging a path that's uniquely African. For decades, Africa was seen as little more than a dumping ground for second-hand cars from Europe and Asia, cast-offs that sputtered along until they gave out. But that narrative is dead. Today, Africa isn't just assembling foreign brands, it's innovating, designing, and producing vehicles that meet its own standards and needs. This shift is monumental, and here's why it matters. First, it's about economic empowerment. By building cars locally, African countries are creating jobs, hundreds of thousands of them. Factories need workers, supply chains need suppliers, and innovation needs engineers. In South Africa, the automotive industry isn't just a job creator, it's a lifeline for families and communities. Morocco's export boom has turned car manufacturing into a cornerstone of its economy, proving that Africa can compete on the global stage. Second, it's about relevance. African engineers know their continent better than anyone. They understand the realities of unpaved roads, scorching heat, and unpredictable fuel availability. They're not just designing luxury sports cars for smooth highways. They're building rugged, reliable vehicles that can handle the chaos of real life. Higher ground clearance, stronger suspensions, dust-resistant engines. These are the hallmarks of African automotive design. Finally, it's about pride. Africa's automotive revolution is a middle finger to the idea that the continent can't innovate. Maxwell Chikumbutso's self-powered car, Morocco's export dominance, Nigeria's growing assembly lines. These are stories of ambition and ingenuity. They're inspiring a new generation of African dreamers, from kids tinkering in garages to students studying engineering, all eager to leave their mark on the world. This isn't just an industry, it's a movement, and it's only getting started. Let's get practical for a second. What makes African-made cars different? It's not about flashy features or high-tech gimmicks, it's about solving real problems. African roads aren't always the pristine asphalt you see in car commercials. They're dirt tracks, pothole mazes, and flood-prone paths that would chew up a standard sedan in days. That's why African automakers prioritize durability over everything else. Stronger suspensions to absorb the jolts, higher ground clearance to navigate rocky terrain, dust-resistant components to keep engines running in arid regions. These aren't optional extras, they're necessities. And it's not just about toughness, it's about versatility. In Africa, a vehicle often has to wear many hats. It might need to haul a farmer's crops to market in the morning, shuttle a dozen kids to school by noon, and carry supplies for a small business by night. That's why you see so many multi-purpose vehicles coming out of African factories: vans, minibuses, trucks, built to do it all. Then there's the cost factor. Fuel is a luxury in many parts of Africa, and electricity isn't guaranteed. A gallon of gas can cost more than a day's wages, and charging an electric vehicle is a pipe dream in areas without reliable power. That's where innovations like Chikumbutsu's self-powered car shine. By eliminating the need for fuel or charging stations, it's not just a technological marvel, it's a practical answer to a pressing problem. Sure, it's not on every street corner yet. Some skeptics question whether radio waves can generate enough juice to power a full-sized car, but even as a proof of concept, it's a game changer. It's a glimpse into the future where mobility isn't a privilege, it's a right. Across the continent, this focus on real-world needs is everywhere. In Ghana, companies like Kantanka are producing affordable SUVs built for rural roads. In South Africa, manufacturers tweak designs to handle everything from urban sprawl to coastal humidity. This isn't innovation for innovation's sake, it's innovation with a purpose. Building a car isn't a solo act, it's a team sport. From the steelworkers forging the chassis to the coders programming the electronics, every vehicle is the result of countless hands working together. In Africa, this collaboration is the secret sauce behind the automotive boom. Local supply chains are the backbone of this ecosystem. African automakers don't just import everything. They source steel from Kenyan mills, tires from Egyptian factories, and upholstery from Nigerian workshops. This keeps costs down, sure, but it does something even more important. It spreads the wealth. Small businesses, often family-run or youth-led, thrive by supplying parts and services. A tire maker in Cairo might employ a dozen people who, in turn, support their families. A fabric shop in Lagos could grow from a side hustle to a full-fledged supplier. Multiply that by thousands, and you've got an economic ripple effect that lifts entire communities. But collaboration goes beyond parts. It's about knowledge, too. Universities and tech institutes across Africa are partnering with automakers to refine designs, test materials, and train the next generation of engineers. In Zimbabwe, Chikumbutsu's team works with local electronics experts to perfect the micronic energy device. In South Africa, universities collaborate with global brands to ensure export-ready quality. This synergy between industry, academia, and local talent is what gives Africa's automotive revolution its staying power. And it's not just local. International partnerships are key, too. Morocco's rise as an export giant came from teaming up with companies like Renault, who brought expertise and investment. South Africa's factories build BMWs and Toyotas alongside homegrown designs. These collaborations aren't about dependence, they're about leveraging global know-how to amplify African innovation. Africa stands at a crossroads. On one hand, it could follow the old path of fossil fuel dependence, pumping out gas guzzlers like the industrialized world did for decades. On the other, it has a chance to leapfrog the mess entirely and embrace a cleaner, greener future. Spoiler alert, it's choosing the latter. Electric vehicles, EVs, are popping up across the continent, and they're not just imports. Kenya's rolling out charging stations powered by geothermal energy. Uganda's Kira Motors has built a solar-powered bus that harnesses the country's abundant sunlight. Nigeria is tinking with biofuels made from local crops like cassava, cutting reliance on imported oil. These aren't one-off experiments, they're part of a broader push towards sustainable mobility. But Maxwell Chikumbutsu's self-powered car takes the cake. By tapping into radio waves, an ever-present resource, it sidesteps the need for batteries, chargers, or fuel pumps. No mining for lithium, no coal plants to power it, just a car that runs on the energy already floating around us. Is it perfect? Not yet. And critics argue that radio waves don't pack enough punch to scale up. And without hard data, it's tough to say how viable it is. But here's the thing. Even if it's not ready for prime time, it's a bold, crazy, brilliant idea. And in a continent where necessity breeds invention, that's exactly the kind of thinking that could spark a revolution. Sustainability isn't just a buzzword here. It's a survival strategy. Africa's population is booming, its cities are growing, and its resources are finite. By betting on green tech now, the continent isn't just saving the planet, it's future-proofing its economy. Let's not kid ourselves. Africa's automotive revolution isn't all smooth sailing. There are hurdles, big ones, and they're not going away overnight. Supply chain disruptions are a headache. Global shipping delays, like those we saw during the pandemic, can grind production to a halt. A factory in Johannesburg might be waiting on parts from Asia while a deadline looms. Infrastructure's another pain point. Unreliable power grids mean blackouts that stall assembly lines. Rough roads make it tough to transport finished vehicles, and don't get me started on regulations. Every country has its own rules, from safety standards to import taxes, turning cross-border trade into a bureaucratic maze. Then there's the skepticism. Chikumbutsu's self-powered car, plenty of folks call it too good to be true. Without peer-reviewed studies or independent tests, it's hard to silence the doubters. Is it a scam, a pipe dream, or just ahead of its time? We don't have all the answers yet, but the questions aren't stopping progress. They're driving it. African entrepreneurs and governments are tackling these challenges head on. Morocco is building better ports to streamline exports. South Africa is investing in renewable energy to keep factories humming. Zimbabwe's Chikumbutsu keeps tinkering, undeterred by the naysayers. It's not easy, but it's happening. The future is bright, it's just going to take some grit to get there. While Africa's rewriting ground mobility, China's taking to the skies. Meet the Xpeng X2, a flying car that's not just a prototype, but a real functioning vehicle. This octocopter, with 8 motors for safety and stability, can take off vertically from a rooftop or street. It's got a 25-minute flight time, autonomous navigation powered by AI, and a sleek design that screams sci-fi blockbuster. Why bring this up? Because innovation is a global game, and Africa's revolution is part of a bigger wave. From radio-powered cars to flying taxis, the future of transportation is being reimagined, and Africa's right in the mix. Whether it's a self-powered car in Zimbabwe or a flying vehicle in China, these breakthroughs share a common thread. They're solving real problems with bold, outside-the-box thinking. Africa's automotive revolution isn't just about building cars. It's about building a future where mobility is affordable, sustainable, and tailored to the people who need it most. For the rest of the world, it's a wake-up call. Innovation doesn't have a single zip code. It's happening in Harare, Lagos, and Casablanca just as much as in Silicon Valley or Shanghai. The ideas coming out of Africa, self-powered vehicles, rugged designs, green tech, could shape the global automotive landscape for decades. So next time you think about the future of transportation, don't just look west, look south too. By the way, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the future of mobility, consider subscribing to our channel. We're always unpacking the latest in tech and innovation, and your support keeps these stories coming your way. So, what's the big takeaway? Africa's automotive revolution is real. It's happening now, and it's changing the game. From Maxwell Chikumbutsu's radio-powered car to Morocco's export empire, the continent's proving that innovation knows no borders. It's a story of grit, creativity, and a future where mobility lifts everyone up. If you've enjoyed this journey, hit that subscribe button. It's the
Yo, yo, can't hear shit.
the vehicle, it uses what we call the microsonic energy device. Microsonic energy device, it is the device that I personally invented in 2009, which harnesses radio frequencies, converted it into energy, and this is the first time in the world.
A device that converts radio frequency into energy, giving you unlimited range and flavor. Is that possible? Well, those are the bold claims that this Zimbabwean innovator is making. If you have ever dreamed of owning a car that never needs fuel or charging, then this might be your lucky day. Meet Maxwell Chikumbuso, a self-taught inventor from Zimbabwe who claimed to have invented a device that lets you drive your car or power your house without ever needing to visit the gas station or use conventional electricity. According to Chikumbuso, his car doesn't need to be recharged because it generates its own power using radio waves. He claims that this energy can be converted into electricity, allowing the car to run forever. He made these claims while he was presenting his invention to the president of Zimbabwe, Emerson Mnangagwa.
As you know, radio frequencies, they are measured in nanovolts, meaning to say they are less than a volt. They are just like nothing. But we find a way of harnessing it through the creation of components in the microsonic energy we have designed. So those are the components that enable the radio frequency to transfer into pure lucid.
Yeah, I can't hear you though. I can hear the video, but I can't hear you.
For energy, and this is the first time in the world. With that technology, the loss of energy in thermodynamics will also be influenced loss of energy.
According to him, the car was developed in partnership with a Chinese company, Kai. The company produced the car, and Maxwell provided his invention to be integrated into the car, unlocking the free energy potential of the car. Listen to him talk about some of the specs of the car.
So with this car, you can also use it to power your house. It is a moving generator. When you drive from work back to your home, you can connect your power cable, then you can power your house. It gives you 15 kilowatts power your house. Top speed is 220 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it is fast. It has got two driving modes. We have got the sport mode to give you 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 2 seconds.
Yo, that's crazy. This man is a genius. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Nah, I can't hear you. Can't hear you still. Nah, I can't hear you. Can't hear you still. And it's not showing up on the live.
You,
Okay, there we go. And it's not showing up.
you.
Yeah, yeah. You back now. Okay, we can hear you now.
You hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so yo, check this out. We'll see if there's truth behind this free energy car.
Remote areas. Transportation would be cheaper. Businesses could run more efficiently, and people wouldn't have to worry about fuel or electricity costs. It will lead to new inventions and change how we live. But for such a big claim to be believed, it needs strong scientific proof and real-world demonstrations. This is not the first time Chikubuso has made such bold claims. In the past, he unveiled a series of inventions through his company, Faith Technologies, including a TV that powers itself and a generator that he claims produces electricity using radio frequencies. According to him, these ideas are revealed to him spiritually.
God has given me something that is going to change the world.
His claims were so bold that it attracted international attention. Two experts from the United States traveled to Zimbabwe to assess his free energy generator. After their assessment, this is what they had to say.
One final check of the battery voltage revealed a shocking result.
Not
Not only had the machine outlasted the expected battery life, but the batteries were still fully charged. This proved that the device was being powered from an unknown energy source.
Coming back to his recent invention, the self-powered car, the news has been received with mixed reactions. While some people were excited about the potential of this technology, others have questioned its legitimacy with comments like, "We need a video showing someone driving it for 450 miles non-stop and repeat the journey without charging. Only then will people believe it's a free energy vehicle with unlimited driving range." Another comment wrote, "Dodgy, very dodgy. You cannot create energy out of nothing." A user on X even challenged him by writing the following: Lani Chukumbuso, working with all curious engineers and media people to drive his vehicle that uses perpetual energy and doesn't need charging from Mutare to Victoria Falls and back to prove his devious and preposterous claims. I will pay the cost. It's okay to fool others, but he must not drag the president into his mischief. So, are Maxwell's inventions real or scam? To answer this, let's take a look at my findings and I'll let you draw your own conclusions. First of all, Maxwell Chikumbuso presented a device that he claimed to have invented. However, I did a quick reverse image search and found an exact match being sold on Amazon under a different name. Nowhere in the product listing does it mention Maxwell or his company, Faith Technologies. If this is truly his invention, why is it already being sold online by another manufacturer? Secondly, there was no demonstration of this technology. One of the biggest red flags is the lack of a public demonstration. Maxwell has made some incredible claims about this self-powered car, yet he hasn't provided any solid proof that this technology is very good. For such a bold claim, one would expect him to at least drive the car for a significant distance without stopping to recharge or refuel. A simple real-world test like this would go a long way in convincing people about the legitimacy of his invention. Without it, skepticism remains. Maxwell also claimed that he tried to file a patent for his invention, but it was denied. If Maxwell's technology was truly groundbreaking, why was he denied a patent? According to him, it was denied because it defies the laws of physics.
Even when we tried to file a patent, they said we were violating the natural laws of physics. So it's not an industrial applicable.
The fact that no patent exists raises serious doubts. The last interesting finding I made is that Maxwell claimed he developed the car in partnership with the Chinese automaker Kai. However, after checking their official website and social media accounts, I found no mention of any collaboration with him. Normally, when a company is involved in a groundbreaking innovation like this, they proudly announce it. But in this case, Kai has remained completely silent about any partnership with Maxwell or his self-powered car. This raises the question, was this partnership real or was it just another unverified claim? So what do we make of all this? On one hand, free energy technology would be a game changer for the world. It would eliminate fuel costs, reduce pollution, and make electricity accessible to everyone. This is why people want to believe in inventions like this so bad. On the other hand, extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof. So far, Maxwell has not provided solid scientific evidence to back up this invention. There are no independent tests and no patents to verify his technology. Now, I am not an expert, so this is just my findings based on what I have researched. Is Maxwell Chikumbutso a brilliant inventor ahead of his time, or is this just another scam? I'll leave that to you to decide. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you love ambitious tech stories shaping the future of Africa, subscribe for more.
What do you think, fam? What do you think it is?
Yeah. I'm trying to
The African scam?
discredit the man already.
Uh,
I want to believe in it still. I won't lie.
you said he didn't get a patent for it. That's a red flag right there.
He did it, huh? Nah, for sure, that's a red flag.
This ain't the night, this ain't the 1820s, like 1920s. You could get a patent on your invention if you want one.
Like red flag. We get a red flag on the play. Yeah. That don't make no sense, to be honest. I want to believe it, but no red flag. Come on. I mean, no patent. Come on, man. It's not like he's a young boy either. He's a grown man. So it's questionable. Questionable. Plus the fact that it's already on Amazon. Like, whoa.
The same exact thing that he said he invented. Well, let's go down the rabbit hole a little bit further, guys. Well, You tried to take some on face value. Let me tell you some stupid just like that. Yeah, I read that. We got a last video for y'all to see. Maybe you could be right. Salute, DJ Dawu. You already know. Trini in the place. You already know. Trini in the place to be. Shout out to all my Trini folks out there, man. Holding it down, cooling and ruling. You know how we do. This one. You're going to watch one more video on this.
Generator and even a helicopter that ran on radio frequencies. A true free energy device that keeps batteries consistently charged. It took me several months to find
University approves self-powered car.
him, but when I did, it blew my mind.
Maxwell is a testament to the boundless ingenuity that resides within our continent.
In a groundbreaking moment for Africa's technological landscape, the Harare Institute of Science and Technology, HIT, has officially endorsed one of the most revolutionary innovations in automotive history. Maxwell Sangilani Chikumbutso, the visionary founder of SAIT Technologies, has introduced the world's first self-powered vehicle, a feat that defies conventional science and positions Zimbabwe at the forefront of global energy innovation. The endorsement from HIT's Vice Chancellor, Professor Engineer Quinton Kanhukamwe, marks a defining moment for African ingenuity and technological advancement. Addressing an audience of delegates at the unveiling of Chikumbutso's latest invention, Professor Kanhukamwe's words carried the weight of both scientific credibility and national pride. Here's what this great professor of engineering from one of Africa's leading tech universities said.
Innovation has always been the driving force behind humanity's progress. As we confront the mounting challenges of energy scarcity, environmental degradation, and economic inequality, technology offers a beacon of hope. It is a privilege to stand before you today at this remarkable occasion, the launch of SAIT Technologies' groundbreaking microsonic energy technology. We gather here not only to celebrate technological milestones, but to witness the dawn of a new chapter in energy innovation, born and developed right here on the African soil. For far too long, Africa has been seen as a consumer rather than a producer of technological advancements. SAIT Technologies is changing that narrative. This launch symbolizes a shift towards homegrown solutions designed to meet global challenges. What makes today even more significant is that this breakthrough has been pioneered by one of our own, Maxwell Sangilani Chikumbutso. Maxwell is a testament to the boundless ingenuity that resides within our continent. His work serves as an inspiration not only to Zimbabwe, but to the entire African continent. Supporting local innovators like Maxwell is not just a moral imperative, it is a strategic necessity for our development and competitiveness on the global stage.
This speech has significant implications. Professor Engineer Quinton Kanhukamwe, the Vice Chancellor of the esteemed Harare Institute of Science and Technology, put his distinguished and indispensable scientific career as well as his unrivaled authority as a highly sought-after engineer to fully support Zimbabwe's leading innovator, Maxwell Sangilani Chikumbutso.
The first people who have done that in the world. Like us or hate us, that's a fact. We have seen it, we have tested it, it was tested outside the country, it works. So what we have is called a microsonic energy device. But before I got to the microsonic energy device, like where we are right now, around 2013, that's 2003, that's when God gave me the vision. I started to work on it. that I was working on the projects, I began to be very much interested in radio frequencies. And I'm so good in radio frequencies. That's something that I know back to back. You cannot confuse me when you talk about radio frequencies. I've sat down with the best professors, best engineers in the world, the likes of Nassim Haramein, if you know him. I've sat down with him in the Radio States of America. I've sat with the likes of Michael, the great writers of science. They don't believe that I'm not educated. I'm good when you talk about radio frequencies. I'm so good in them. Most of my projects, I'm not boasting, but I'm telling you, you cannot confuse me when you talk about radio frequencies. And I'm good on them. I've started to write my new discoveries.
But who exactly is Maxwell Sangulani Chikumbutso, the man behind this extraordinary breakthrough? Born in 1980 in Budiriro, a densely populated suburb of Harare, Chikumbutso's early years were marked by immense financial struggles. His family's economic hardships forced him to drop out of school at the tender age of 14, halting his formal education. Yet what he lacked in academic credentials, he more than made up for in raw intelligence, relentless curiosity, and an innate ability to innovate. Unlike traditional inventors who built upon structured academic learning, Chikumbutso's knowledge was entirely self-taught. With no access to laboratories or engineering mentors, he worked with discarded electronic components, using them to create rudimentary devices. One of his earliest successes was a makeshift radio transmitter that successfully broadcast over a limited range. This was only the beginning. As a teenager, he went on to design a digital navigator, a turbine engine, and a series of electronic devices that left those around him in awe. His ability to conceptualize and build advanced systems without formal training astounded engineers and scientists alike. Chikumbutso has often attributed his breakthroughs to divine inspiration. He claims that many of his inventions were not the result of trial and error, but rather clear, vivid instructions he received in his dreams.
I started to see visions, and up to until now, I see visions, very clear visions, not even when I'm not asleep. Those are some of the things that I see. And God started to teach me, I believe God started to teach me. I could hear voices. I started to experiment with some electronic components. No one ever taught me what were the names and the uses of electronic components. It was God.
He describes these moments as revelations, granting him deep insights into energy systems and engineering principles that defied mainstream scientific understanding. In the late 1990s, he intensified his experiments in electronics, developing a variety of functional devices from scrap materials. His work soon pivoted towards sustainable energy solutions, culminating in the invention of the microsonic energy device in 2009. The microsonic energy device, according to Chikumbutso, harnesses radio frequencies from the atmosphere and converts them into usable electrical energy. This technology, when applied to automobiles, eliminates the need for fossil fuels or rechargeable batteries. Instead, the vehicle continuously draws power from the air, ensuring an unlimited energy supply. The implications of such an invention are monumental. It challenges long-held scientific principles, particularly the first law of thermodynamics, which states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only converted from one form to another. If proven scalable, this technology could disrupt the global automotive industry in unprecedented ways. It would render gasoline engines and lithium-ion battery-powered vehicles obsolete, offering a solution that is both eco-friendly and economically transformative. According to Chikumbutso, the prototype vehicles featuring microsonic energy technology exhibit remarkable performance metrics. Unlimited range. Unlike electric vehicles that require frequent recharging, these cars reportedly never run out of power. High-speed performance. The vehicle is capable of exceeding speeds of 220 kilometers per hour and accelerating from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 2 seconds when in sport mode. Powerful output. The motor generates 160 kilowatts, 215 horsepower, with 320 to 308 Nm of torque, comparable to standard SUVs. Energy independence. The vehicle also functions as a portable power generator, capable of supplying up to 15 kilowatts of electricity to a household when stationary.
So this car, you can also use it to power your house. It is a moving generator. When you drive from work back to your home, you can connect your power cable, then you can power your house. It gives you 15 kilowatts power to power your house.
Such capabilities could revolutionize not only the automotive industry, but also energy access in Africa, where millions still lack reliable electricity. The potential socioeconomic benefits of mass-producing these vehicles are staggering. Lower transportation costs, reduced reliance on imported fuel, and an overall shift toward green energy solutions. However, Chikumbutso's journey has not been without adversity. He has faced immense opposition, particularly from powerful entities within the oil and automotive industries. He claims that during a visit to Silicon Valley, he and his research partner were poisoned, an event he believes was orchestrated by those who saw his work as a threat to the status quo. This allegation aligns with the historical pattern of disruptive inventors encountering resistance when challenging deeply entrenched industries. Despite these challenges, Chikumbutso's work has received widespread recognition and praise. Zimbabwean President Emerson Mnangagwa has publicly lauded him as an exceptional innovator, emphasizing the importance of supporting indigenous technological advancements. The president has revealed plans to establish a manufacturing plant in Zimbabwe dedicated to producing vehicles utilizing this groundbreaking technology, with production costs estimated at $14,000 per unit. International validation of Chikumbutso's work has also been significant. Foster Gamble, the renowned producer of the Thrive documentary series, took an interest in Chikumbutso's technology and sent scientist Nils Rodnerud to Zimbabwe in 2018 to test its legitimacy. After weeks of rigorous examination, Rodnerud and his team confirmed that Chikumbutso's 500 kilowatts generator operated as claimed. This momentous validation was featured in Thrive 2, a documentary released in 2020 and translated into 15 languages, bringing global attention to this pioneering African invention.
There's good corroboration that they believed he had what he claimed.
True free energy device that keeps batteries consistently charged. It took me several months to find him, but when I did, it blew my mind.
So this is the microsonic energy device, ladies and gentlemen.
With the official launch of Chikumbutso's self-powered vehicle, Zimbabwe now finds itself in the global spotlight. The potential impact of this innovation cannot be overstated. If this technology proves viable on a large scale, it could earn Zimbabwe a place among the world's leading nations in green energy and transport solutions. It would be a triumph not just for Zimbabwe, but for Africa as a whole, proving that the continent is fully capable of delivering world-class innovations that address global challenges. Maxwell Sangulani Chikumbutso's story is one of resilience, brilliance, and unyielding belief in possibility. His journey from a high-density suburban Harare to the forefront of technological innovation serves as a beacon of inspiration for aspiring inventors across Africa and beyond.
We are talking of megawatts of power. We have done it.
If history is any indication, disruptive ideas often face skepticism before they are widely accepted. But should Chikumbutso's vision come to full fruition, his invention will not only redefine transportation, it will alter the course of energy history forever. Your perspective matters. How excited are you about the world's first free energy vehicle being invented by Zimbabwean inventor Maxwell Chikumbutso? Share your thoughts and insights in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the New Africa Wealth and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our informative future videos. Stay informed, stay engaged.
I don't know what to believe now. I don't know what to believe. All right? On one hand, I think it's real. On the other hand, I'm like, They ain't never gonna let that pass. All these fuel.
No,
Everything they're gonna sell.
this is where the issue is because it will have such a crazy impact on the rest of the transportation industry and power resource industry that you know those in with the
But that's crazy though. That's crazy because now it's like you're trying to box food out of my mouth. Like
exactly
that's fucked up. Inflation's going up every day, you know? And you want to tell me that there's a free energy source to get around? Like I can't partake in that because you want to make a profit? You know what I'm saying?
yeah that invention will shut down industries, so yeah, millions billions billions of dollars.
Yeah. Think about it. The first radio frequency Mercedes Benz out there. You weren't buying that. What? I don't have to fuel up or charge it? Come on, bro.
Right.
He should hook up with Mercedes Benz if he really wants to unveil it properly. Because you know Mercedes Benz is the first car that was ever made.
Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't know that still.
Yeah, Mercedes Benz. So you got the first car that was ever made with the first energy source that you don't need for refuel or recharge. Voila. You call it the one. Mercedes One. Or some stupid shit. The Neo. Mercedes Matrix. No, there's already a Matrix. Trash ass Matrix. Crazy. Well, I hope he gets some type of compensation for inventing that shit, regardless of what. Because they're gonna steal it. If they don't steal the patent from him, they're gonna off him,
Yeah.
because he's gonna make too much money. They already sent the white man out down there to scope him out. See, they're taking pictures.
Right.
Yo, we gotta bring this back. As soon as we get the patent, we get. Let me not say that. Shout out to the homie from Africa, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, man. Africa, man. Wakanda forever, man. Them people are brilliant people, man.
Yeah, keep us free. Kunta Kinte. Let my people go. At the same time, grow. If we have an energy source, we have a right to be making money off of it. And at the same time, understanding the innovation of doing something like that. If there's a free energy source for a car. Why shouldn't there be for everyone in the world?
Right.
These big billionaire conglomerates, they don't want public to know that. That's the problem. It's all a Ponzi scheme. It's all a monopoly.
But the thing is, if these companies get behind the man, then everybody could eat a food. They could
They
all
ain't
eat
gonna
a
get behind the black man like that, bro. Nope. Not a black guy. A black guy?
But everybody would eat a food. They just whatever company they own, they just use the technology for their company and pay the man. Pay the man the what they call it, the licensing fee, and then everybody has their own design of that same technology.
Yeah, he
So
should
you got
license it out, but it's not gonna be that cut and dry. You and I both know. The man has a energy source that could revolutionize the automotive industry, bro. You know?
not only the automotive industry, but
Elon Musk is gonna go out of business.
the energy
All the
industry. Period. The man said it's a moving generator. The energy industry could generate homes and shit. Generate power for homes. So Hydro Quebec is going out of business. All these different companies going out of business, bro. Unless they give the man some paper and make him license the to get permission.
We'll see what they do.
To use the
to
technology.
Me, the way I look at it,
they ain't gonna let that live, eh?
They're not gonna try to play ball with him, bro. They're gonna say, yeah, that's the patent right there.
I need that. I need that.
Yeah, you got it right there. So that case right there. All right, bet. Tutu's the man goes on a plane. I don't know, bro.
Mysterious plane crash.
Hope not, though.
A bird flew into the engine.
All types of weird shit. They're gonna play it off like it ain't nothing, you know. You know how they do. But we'll see, man. We gotta stay tuned with this one right here, because this is a good story, man. This will revolutionize the planet, Chico. Zimbabwe.
Yo, can't sleep on Africa. There's a lot of wicked inventions, inventors, technologies, engineers in Africa, bro. I'm telling you, them people are different, eh? Resourceful and very, very, very intellectually superior to a lot of us. And you think say it's all poverty. No. Them people are smart, man. They have no choice but to learn quick too, right? Because things ain't easy out there. So they definitely have a lot of potential, man. Wakanda forever, bro. Me, I want to go to Africa still. certain places in Africa and just have my feet on the line, you know, on some nice from belly shit.
This guy says nice from belly.
I want to go to
You trying to go to Kenya? Trying to go to Kenya, dog?
Ghana.
Trying to give it all up, go to Kenya? Yeah. He told that to T-Boz. Yo, I'm ready to give this all up and go to Kenya, man. He's right, though. It's probably really nice out there, you know? I'd love to go visit.
It's crazy because how real it is Kellis, Miss Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. It's in Africa. Nas is.
What he said?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got a farm out there or something like that.
Yeah.
In the motherland. I wants to go holler at Khalees.
She's doing it big out there still.
For sure. They should be doing it big. There's a lot of land out there to cultivate on, you know. You have a little bit of bread.
You could do some big things. Yeah, for sure.
You have to have some bread, though. All right.
Yeah.
That bread. Yeah, dog. We'll link up tomorrow, you know? Same Mac time, same Mac channel. You dig? Because we always bring y'all that real in the field type of feel, you know what I'm talking about? So look out for this inventor, man. You know? Zimbabwe, the first radio powered car, radio frequency powered car. Crazy. It's boy Mac Mizzle. And I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.